Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to the next part in the Dying Light, the Beast series. We are right outside here. It is nighttime because I was doing stuff. I ran around, I went to this vanity store, and then I went to this vanity store because I needed rags so I could upgrade my weapons up to 13. I really don't know why this one does so much more damage than this one, but you know, I'm not gonna complain because it does quite a bit of damage. We still have all this XP stuff on. I have turned the difficulty back up to brutal for the XP boost. I did die once, so I kind of lost everything I've gained from being on brutal difficulty. I hope we don't have to fight another one of those bosses. That is bullshit. But hopefully we don't have to do anything right now at nighttime either, because this is gonna suck.
Good, you're here. I've had my first infusion and feel stronger already.
Please take it easy. We need to do this incrementally. But if this works, additional infusions could potentially increase your power exponentially.
See that building? It's an old psychiatric hospital. One of the few that hasn't been
Oh, we're
looted
looting
yet.
all of this.
And you're showing me this
We're looting
because...
all of this.
For Lydia to reach her full potential, she needs a drug that's kept in that hospital's medical storage room.
And you want me to go get this drug?
We have no one else who can pull this off. No one else with your skill set.
Seriously. I just got back from a volatile nest, and now you want to send me on another suicide mission?
Relax. If Lydia's abilities work, you'll be fine.
If they work?
I'll be with you every step of the way.
Wait, you're coming with me?
Not physically. Telepathically. Lydia has developed the ability to influence the minds of the infected.
Seriously?
We've completed a few very promising tests, but I think we're ready for the next big step.
But you're ready. Yeah, this is all great in theory, but can we really trust this?
That's why we're here. This is just the beginning, Kyle. That's why we need you to find that drug. For now, her influence may be somewhat limited. So please, try not to bump into one.
All right, great. Thanks for the heads up.
It's gonna require a lot of concentration, and it's rather exhausting. So Camilo will be on the radio, and I'll focus on the infected.
All right. Kyle, are you ready?
Nope, not at all, but... fuck it, let's give it a shot.
Nope, not at all. You know what? Let's go. Is that a volatile right there? Please don't.
Okay, avoid contact.
That's a behemoth.
Steer
Okay.
clear of volatiles.
Yes. Psychiatric masking. We can calm the infected with our psychiatric masking, but they can still snap out. Don't get too close.
Shit!
I can't hold on! I'm losing them!
Lydia, you don't need to do this. I can literally avoid them. We need to get inside. Oh my god. Cutscene. It actually is the front right here. I literally have been running around for that long. They chill like that. They're just chill like that. How long have we been going? 8 minutes?
Okay, they're not attacking. Looks like it's working.
Don't get too close to them, though. They might still snap out of it.
Yeah, could have told me that earlier, Doc, but... good to know, I'll keep my distance.
Ugh. Fuck.
All right,
There's
any idea
so
how I can find
much
the medication
here.
storage room?
Yeah. Look for a sign that says medication medication storage.
Wow. Wow, very helpful.
Wow. Wow. Lydia wasn't kidding. You really are a genius. First floor.
Y'all can read the... Wait, no. I actually... I'll read it. Project 1913. Golly, this is a long-ass time ago. Subject Kurt. Date April 6, 2015. Never mind, it's actually right here. Severe psychosis. Unresponsive to conventional treatment. Procedure induced prolonged sensory deprivation. Notes. The subject has been placed in isolation for 72 hours without stimuli to explore the limits of the human mind's ability to cope with sensory deprivation. The results were as anticipated. The patient began to exhibit severe dissociation behavior within 36 hours. By hour 50, auditory hallucinations were evident, and the subjects expressed a desire for self-harm, which was permitted under supervision. The desired result, complete loss of self-identity, was achieved within 64 hours. Outcome patient terminated via voluntarily self-mutilation. Signed, Dr. Marius Fisher. Isn't this like one of the Barons
Block
guys still?
B.
Why are we turning the radio on? Okay, I know it's over there, but I want to see what's over here. Never mind, I can't see what's over here. Wow, I just ripped the entire fucking poster off the wall. Okay, I think I have to go over there, but I'm not sure. Can't go through there.
Camilo, Block B is locked down.
Most psychiatric hospitals use electromagnetic locks for safety, but they don't work without power.
Great, so now I have to turn on the power.
I'm afraid so. The electrical panel is probably in the basement.
Of course it is.
Oh! Hell nah! Fuck this, dude.
Shit.
Kyle, you good? What was that noise?
Hold on, I'm itching my
Relax,
ear.
I'm fine. It was nothing.
Fine, but don't forget, they might...
Yeah, I know. They might snap out of it.
Fucking volatile. I mean, I saw the preview of the volatile, but I didn't know there were gonna be legit, like, straight up volatiles in here. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna straight up beat this game before the... Fast, you guys. I think this guy's gonna wake up. The story of Eleanor Fisher, by Heinrich Fischer, for My Descendants. Mein Kinder. This is all German, I think. Few know the true story of our ancestor, Eleanor Fisher, and it is time you learn what the world has tried to erase from history. You may have heard of the infamous Weisensterg witch trials of 1562. The pamphlet, True and Horrifying Deeds of 63 Witches, has been long, but the final word of matter. But you have been the final word on the matter. But you must know that this is luge. I don't know if I'm saying any of this correct. In truth, 67 witches were burned. What the world does not know is that 68 were sentenced. The last name was scratched from the records. Eleanor Fisher, our ancestor. This is a lot. And the most powerful of them all. Eleanor was no ordinary witch. She did not merely dabble in the dark arts like the other 9. I'm sorry, I said that so weird. She mastered a form of science so terrifying that it was mistaken for her magic. For magic. Her methods allowed her to live for longer than mortal men, to outwit inquisitors, and to heal in other ways thought possible. It was a dark alternative science, one that no small mind could comprehend. After being captured in that name, she performed one final miraculous art. Eleanor escaped. The angst of those who witnessed her flight remains whispered to this day. 3 guards were found with their throats cut, their bodies contorted as if they'd seen something worse than death itself. But Eleanor vanished into the night, and for years she was hunted across Europia. Europia? Europa? Europe, never to be found until she returned to Castor Woods. When she returned to the land of her birth, remains a mystery. Perhaps something here called her, a force that we still cannot understand. But when she came back, she was captured by the very people who should have worshipped her brilliance. Instead, they humiliated her in the streets of Das Volk, dragged her, beaten and broken through the dirt. Her face was marked with filth and her skin burned with irons. She was spat upon, pelted with stones, and mocked as the devil's bride. Their ignorance knew no bounds. On the day of her execution, they showed no mercy. Eleanor was bound to hers, was pierced with a dagger to prevent her from rising again, for they believed she was possessed by the devil himself. This dagger, the very one I spent my life recovering, still carries traces of her blood. When I held it for the first time, I felt her presence, and it became clear to me what our family's path must be. After the stabbing, her body was locked inside an iron cage and burned. They feared even death could not hold her, and so they ensured she could never rise again. Her screams echoed through the valley for hours. It was a scene so gruesome that it brought an end to the witch burnings across Europe. No one could stomach the barbarity of it anymore. They thought by erasing her name from history they could erase her power. How wrong they were. Eleanor's work, her magnificent discoveries, was misunderstood. The world was too small to comprehend her genius. The ignorant saw only fear and evil. Where there was brilliance and power, they were cowards, too weak to accept what she had to offer. How tragic it is in those small, fearful minds that she could not see the grosse. That looks like a B, but I know in German it sounds like an S. I don't know how to say it. Of Eleanor's discoveries, they destroyed what they could not comprehend. Her work was not magic, it was something far greater, a higher science, a path to external knowledge. And though they silenced her in flames, she will live on through us. To you, my heirs, I leave not only the dagger that ended her life, but also this knowledge. Eleanor Fisher was the greatest mind of our family has ever known. Her work, her dark science must be continued. I'm not going to say that. Learn from her. Do not let the ignorance of others stop you. Eleanor's legacy is our family's greatest secret, and through us, she will live on. Guard the documents I leave you well. Guard the document I leave you well, for it contains not just the truth of her trial, but the pathway to the future. The small-minded masses will never understand, but we are her true heirs. Okay, he's still chill. Basement. Okay, so we're over here, I'm assuming. Please don't come in here. Get off of it. I don't know when he's gonna walk backwards. Right now. Gonna walk over here. Because I don't know which way he goes. Okay, he goes over there and then he's gonna walk backwards. He's coming over here. Stop following me. He's legit following me. I don't like this. Just go the other way, please. Fuck you. Stop. Stop. Don't come this way. Don't come over here. I just read for like 5 minutes. Leave me alone. You fucking... Go the other way, please. Thank you. Golly, even the volatiles in the volatile nest were not this annoying. We are closing this. We are looting. Because looting will ease my mind from the fucking creepiness right now.
Camilo, I got the power on.
Good. And now look for a hospital employee.
We're gonna wait for this guy to turn around and go that way. Because I'm not leaving this door until he does. No. No, no, no. Don't come in here. Let's go. I hate this. It's fucking 3 a.m. in game. What time is it here right now? It's 1:52 in the morning. Come on, Gray. How long have we been going? 21 minutes? This is gonna be a long-ass video. I already can tell.
Shit.
Dude is going insane. St. Valentine's Apocalypse, the work of a patient at St. Valentine's Asylum. The hungry are coming. Run, angels, speak of the end. So he knew? I'm assuming that's kind of what it alludes to. Yeah, look. These guys are from the psychiatric ward. I literally said it. I didn't know that, but I had a feeling. Okay. Another note. Project 1913, subject Otto. Date March 22, 2021. When did the outbreak happen in Dying Light? Hold on. When did the outbreak happen in Dying Light? 2021. So this is during the fall. Treatment-resistant depression. Suicidal ideation. Procedure: forced isolation combined with neuroleptic injections. Notes: the subject was placed in total sensory isolation with an intravenous line of neuroplectic agents. The goal was to observe the effects of neuroplectics in combination with complete isolation on the subject's mental state. After 48 hours, the patient exhibited severe catatonia, which persisted despite attempts to break isolation. The subject's physiological deterioration was rapid, and within 72 hours, the individual became entirely non-responsive. Outcome: subject removed from isolation, terminated after no neurological activity. Signed, Dr. Marias Fisher. It's all him. Thank you for the access card, mate.
Got a key card. Heading back to Block B.
Great. Do you think you could, hurry up?
I'm moving as fast as I can, Camilo.
For real, leave me alone.
Sorry, it's just really draining for Lydia. Don't know.
Subject hands. February 28th, 2018, paranoia, violent tendencies. Procedure: induced hyperphobia via adrenal overproduction. Notes: artificial hormone. That's hormone, right? Hormone injections were used to accelerate the body's production of adrenaline, heightening fear responses. The subject's baseline was established before administering the cocktail of stimulants designed to overload the adrenal system. After 2 days of continuous adrenaline production, the patient's fear response escalated uncontrollably, resulting in complete psychological collapse. Subject began to perceive constant, unrelenting threats in his surroundings, leading to severe physical self-injury in an attempt to escape. Outcome: subject expired due to cardiac arrest due to by overstimulation. Signed, Dr.
How much
Marias
longer we
Fisher.
can keep them under control?
No, I didn't fucking... Subject Helda. I didn't read it. Where is it? Helga. Right here. No, that's hands. This is it. Subject Helda, November 12th, 2016, depression, suicidal ideation, electroconclusive stimulant at 3 times recommended voltage. Notes: utilizing modern equipment, the subject endured 15 separate rounds of electroshock, each session exceeding normal voltage parameters. The objective was to determine if heightened electrical stimulation would accelerate the collapse of cognitive function. By the 12th session, the subject exhibited complete neurological disorganization, followed by violent seizures. Outcome: subject non-responsive post-session. Categorized as vegetative monitoring terminated. Signed, Dr. Marias Fisher. Fucking very much just like this. Yeah, we already saw that. I'm not opening this door until he leaves. I hate this shit right now. Can I close this? Thank you. That makes me feel a little bit better, at least. There's collectibles down there that I want. Sir. Okay, there's no collectibles there. I'm not grabbing those. I don't like this, dude. It's fucking creeping me out, brother. I think my sprinklers are turning on outside. September 4th, 2019. Condition: schizophrenia. Classic. Procedure: induced psychosis via sleep deprivation and stimulant abuse. Note: the subject was kept awake for a continuous period of 96 hours with the aid of intravasous stimulants. By the 3rd day, auditory hallucinations were prominent, along with severe anxiety and loss of coherent speech. On day 4, the subject's cognitive decline was accelerated by administering a mixture of stimulants and hallucinogens, which led to visual and tactile hallucinations. Outcome: the patient exhibited signs of psychotic breakdown before undergoing convulsions. Subject declared brain dead shortly thereafter. Signed, Dr. Marias Fisher. That's just fantastic. Please don't climb through the window. Thank you. Getting notifications in my ears, so I'm sorry if you hear them.
Camilo, I found the storage room, but it doesn't have a card reader.
Is there a keypad on the wall with a touchpad?
Yeah.
That's a biometric reader, used to limit access to storage rooms. You'll need the fingerprint of a doctor who had access.
Well, I'm seeing a list of authorized doctors here. Dr. Metzner, Block B, Dr. Smith, Block B.
I guess you'll be looking in Block B for someone dead or undead in a lab coat.
Thank you, Dr. Obvious.
I'd start with the medical offices. They're usually downstairs.
Time to go back. Into the creepy area with all of the guys. I can't close that fucking door. Okay. Right here. Whoop. I fucking hate this. Just gonna close that right there. Okay. Oh, hell no, bro. Hell no.
I found something disturbing today, tucked away in the archives. A diary from 1913, written by Peter Porlena, one of the Asylum's founding doctors. It's troubling in a way I didn't expect. There's mention of witchcraft, something I'd ordinarily laugh at, but the way it's worded
Let's listen to
made me
this.
feel uneasy. I'm not one to believe in such nonsense, but this man was certain about what he witnessed. More disturbing than that, though, were the experiments he described. Real intrusions into the patient's psyche and body. Methods that shouldn't have existed then, and certainly shouldn't exist now. I can't help but feel a growing sense of dread.
Okay. What is this? Medical data. Sven Lundstrom. Mental asylum. Okay. Name and last name. Sex male. Age in the moment of admission 18. Date of admission 2020 4/20. Reason: the patient has been referred for further treatment in an adult psychiatric hospital. Admission type planned. Medications: fluvoxamine, sterline, lamotrigine. Diagnosis: F60.31. Symptoms: high emotional instability, identity disturbance, anger issues, suicidal ideation. Observation at admission. At the time of admission, the patient does not exhibit aggressive or self-harming behaviors. The predominant issue is the sense of anxiety, necessitating further observation for potential generalized anxiety disorder and food aversion. Contact with the patient's family has not yet been established and appears to be quite difficult, which may enhance the patient's feeling of abandonment. Admitting psychiatric Dr. Amelia Berger. Okay, another one. Name, Iris Voiter, female, 61, 2016 to 4. Loss of episodic memory, admission type urgent, medications NA, diagnosis F44. Excuse me. Symptoms: coordination disorder, loss of sensory perception. Observation at administration. The patient was brought to the hospital after being found wandering in a nearby forest. She claims to have no memory of the past few days, including how she ended up so far from home. The patient has cuts and bruises of unknown origin, creepy, and a loss of sensory perception has been observed. The patient needs to stay for a few days and for further psychiatric observation. Same administering doctor. We are going to listen to that other one now.
11:30 a.m., February 24th. Entering the town of Castor Woods. I've never seen so many trees in my life. I can't believe this is really happening. Fresh out of medical school and already joining a place like the St. Valentine Asylum. This is an opportunity most could only dream of. To work under Marius Fisher himself. It's unheard of for someone of his stature, with so many projects being undertaken by his medical company. to be so directly involved in an operation of this scale. But everyone knows this is Dr. Fisher's passion project. His fascination with the human mind and with psychiatric care is well known. And to be a part of it is truly the chance of a lifetime.
Okay. Ray Sato, male, 20 years old, 2020, 7-6, suicide attempt, urgent. I don't know how to say that first one. Trazodone, I know that second one. For sleeping, I think. Diagnosis R45.8. Symptoms: low mood, insomnia. Yeah, exactly. High anxiety level. Observation at admission. The patient was admitted to the hospital following a failed suicide attempt, according to the documentation provided by the family. The patient has been struggling with depressive disorder since 2016, 4 years. Sister's death, trauma. The patient refuses both psychotherapy and pharmaceuticotherapy. Dr. Carl Metzner. So I'm assuming like every person at their own office? I don't know though, because the person over there was the same one as in here. Goodbye letter, Wednesday. That damned Kubiro. He left me, left all of us. I always knew he was a coward. Shouldn't have followed him. That spineless, mortally bankrupt cretin. One of the patients bit me. I'm not sure if she was infected or just mad. God, I need time to think. Think. Whatever. The itching, it's worse. How long have I been asleep? Hours, days? Time doesn't exist in this damn place. Every time I close my eyes, I wake up to the scratching. Those things outside. They're crawling at the walls, the vents. They're inside them like rats. I can hear the groans, scratching, moaning. Please just let me drift away. Let me escape this nightmare. Well, it kind of looked like he did. Now he's gonna put some antibiotics on it and, put it back on like the guy in Resident Evil. Why are you so loud, Kyle? We're just gonna take a nice stroll right up here. Never mind, you can't jump that. Take a nice stroll around here. Close that. Oh. What are we looking on time first? 40 minutes already almost? Nice.
Okay, it worked.
There's gonna be like a million volatiles in this one room. No? Dude, this is the place to hide.
Camilo, I'm inside the storage room.
Well,
What
you
am I
don't have
looking for
food,
again?
but...
A drug called neurorace. I know it's there.
Hold on, let me loot first. What's this beeping?
Fuck.
I can't hold on.
Shit.
I'm losing them.
Fuck.
Kyle, what's happening? Lydia losing control. Get out of there.
I'm trying to lockpick, so hold on.
Time to get the hell out of here.
Hold on. One last thing. A subject, Maria. Wait. Do we know a Maria? I don't know. I'm sorry about the alarms in the background. I can't help it. June 16th, 2021. Delusional disorder. Chemically induced hallucinations and psychosis. Notes: the subject was exposed to a synthesized compound directed to amplify her existing delusions. Over a course of 3 days, increasing doses of hallucinogens were administered until the subject was no longer able to distinguish reality from fantasy. The most interesting result occurred when the final session, where the patient began speaking in fragmented sentences of her past lives. The neural disengagement was near total by the time of final dose was administered. Outcome: subject lapsed into permanent psychosis, declared unfit for further testing. Signed, Dr. Camilio Marin. This is the same guy that... Dude, the lore... is starting to go crazy, dude. All of them gonna be aggro now?
Fuck.
Yes, all of them are going to be aggro.
Fuck.
Not me.
Kyle, are you there? Kyle, where are you?
I'm running.
Just shut the hell up.
Will you shut your bitch ass up? I like how the objective is just escape. Please be deep enough water.
So, this is where Brad and Beth lived.
We are not talking about that right now, Kyle. We were talking about you getting to safety.
Fuck. Camilo. Yeah, I managed to escape.
Finally. Listen, we were forced to leave the cabin.
I
We're on
expected
the
so.
outskirts of town. Sending you the coordinates.
All right, on my way.